What if I told you that the biggest difference between you and highly successful people isn't intelligence, isn't luck, it's speed. Not how fast you work, but how fast you decide. Because every second you spend overthinking, someone else is already moving ahead. Across industries, business, politics, tech, there's a pattern that keeps showing up. The most successful people don't necessarily think more, they just decide faster. Today we'll break down why rich people make faster decisions, why most people get stuck, and how this one habit quietly shapes your entire life. We've been taught something our whole lives. Think carefully before you decide. Sounds smart, right? But here's the problem. Most people don't think carefully. They overthink endlessly. They replay the same options again and again without moving forward. And while that feels like progress, it's actually paralysis. Because in real life, opportunities don't wait. Now here's where things get interesting. Wealthy individuals approach decisions differently. They don't aim for perfect decisions. They aim for fast, informed decisions. Why? Because they understand something most people don't. A good decision made quickly is better than a perfect decision made too late. They follow a simple pattern. Gather just enough information. Trust their experience, move forward. And if they're wrong, they adjust. Every delayed decision has a hidden cost. You don't see it immediately, but it builds over time. Missed opportunities, lost momentum, increased self-doubt, and the worst part, the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to decide, because hesitation creates fear, and fear creates more hesitation. It's a loop. So why does this happen? Why do most people struggle to decide? It usually comes down to three things. Fear of failure. What if I make the wrong choice? Lack of control. When your environment feels unstable, you try to control everything by thinking more. Low confidence in your decisions. Not because you're incapable, but because you haven't trained yourself to trust action. Overthinking isn't intelligence, it's uncertainty. Now here's where wealth plays a role. Wealthy individuals have more resources, more safety nets, more access to information, so their decisions feel less risky. But here's the key insight. It's not just money that makes them decisive, it's their relationship with risk. They expect mistakes, they plan for them, while most people try to avoid mistakes completely. If you want to change this, you don't need more intelligence. You need a different approach. Set a time limit for decisions. Accept that perfection doesn't exist. Take small, fast actions. Learn from feedback instead of waiting for certainty, because clarity doesn't come from thinking. It comes from action. At the end of the day, rich people don't have better brains. They just don't stay stuck. They move. They adapt. They decide. And that's what creates the gap. Because while you're still thinking, someone else already chose their path.